Welcome to the Introduction to the iPhone. I'm going to be covering basic information about the iPhone. There are several varieties of iPhones to choose from. Currently, Apple is up to iPhone 12. Some models have larger screens than others, as well as a greater number of options. iPhones 3 and 4 are obsolete now, but iPhone SE and iPhone 6 are still fully usable. We will start our introduction by reviewing the physical features of the iPhone. When you purchase an iPhone, it comes with a USB cable to connect to your computer for downloading and backing up your data. Also, a power adapter to use with the cable is plugged into the wall to charge it. The newest iPhones are compatible to use with the charging cables, but they can also use the charging pads. They charge your phone by simply laying the phone on the pad using induction charging. If at any time you find your phone is getting quite warm, remove it from whichever power source you are using. If not removed, the battery swelling can occur and the battery will be damaged and possibly your iPhone as well. Your iPhone also comes with user documentation, which includes your warranty. There are several buttons and port locations on your iPhone. iPhones built prior to 2018, such as the iPhone 6, 7, or 8, have buttons and connectivity as shown in this diagram. The SE model also includes a button on the top that wakes it up, puts it to sleep, or powers the phone up or down. Starting at the top of the diagram and going clockwise, you see labels for the receiver/front microphone, the status bar, the sleep or wake button, SIM card tray, home button or touch ID sensor, speaker, lightning connector, bottom microphone, headset jack, multi-touch display screen with the apps icons on them, volume buttons, the ring silent switch, and the FaceTime camera. The back of the phone has 3 items: the True Tone flash, and the Insight camera, and the rear microphone. The iPhone X, or also known as the iPhone XS and XR, as well as the iPhone 11 and 12, do not have the home button, microphone, or headphone jacks that would need to be using a jack adapter that was shown on the previous physical features slide. Be aware of the switch on the left side named Ring Silent, because if it is flipped inadvertently and showing red on the switch, you'll not be able to hear any ringing or alerts of any type. iPhones require the use of your Apple ID and password to download apps from their App Store. These would have been initially created when you purchased your phone. It does not or should not be changed if you get a new Apple device. You can locate your ID through the settings icon as shown in the diagram. Most settings for all the iPhone versions are accessed the same way. After you select the settings icon as shown on the previous slide, the screen will open and show your name and picture if you have gone and chosen one. When you click your name, the Apple ID window opens, providing access to the items shown on this slide. Remember, these items are similar, though not exact, to all versions of iPhones. Another important piece of information is data storage. iPhones come with various levels of built-in storage space. The smallest amount that is offered is 64 gigabytes. It is also the lowest costing iPhone. Other levels of storage include 128 gigabytes and 256 gigabytes. These larger amounts of storage are normally purchased because a user listens to a lot of music, watches videos, TV shows, looking at photos and movies. Just remember, the more data storage that you get with your phone, the more expensive the phone will be. Another storage option is iCloud storage. This is internet storage, and you use your Apple ID and password but it's not necessarily the same password as you've used for your phone. When you first sign up, you get 5 gigabytes of storage free of charge. The next level is 50 gigabytes for 99 cents, then 200 gigabytes for $2.99, and then a whopping 2 terabytes for $9.99. Using the iCloud storage option can be much cheaper than buying a phone with 256 gigabytes of storage, especially if you won't be using all that storage. Some points to remember about iCloud storage is 1, if you have multiple devices, they would all be sharing the same storage space. 2, sharing storage space means that if you are working on a file on one device, you'll be able to access and modify that same file on your other devices, such as between your Mac, your iPads, and your iPhone. But this is providing you are up to date on all your devices for that app that you are using to create the file. Portable Apple devices run on batteries. Battery life determines how long the device will run before needing to be recharged. Battery lifespan is the time your battery lasts until it needs to be replaced. If you maximize both life and lifespan, you'll get the most out of your Apple devices, no matter what ones you own. Of course, the newer devices have the ability for longer continuous play than the older iPhones because they are more likely to be used for music and videos. Here are some tips for maximizing battery life and lifespan. Update your software when a new version comes in. It provides advanced energy-saving technologies because of it. Avoid temperatures above 95 degrees when you are in the shade. You don't use it in direct sunshine because it's much harder on that phone and the battery. Some iPhone cases that you buy separately to protect the phone itself can generate excessive heat that will affect battery capacity or your lifespan. If it feels hot, remove it from the case. If needing to store the iPhone and not be used for a long period of time, such as 6 months or longer, charge it to around 50%, not less and not more, well, within reason. Otherwise, that could lead to a shorter battery life. That means do not leave it on its charger. If it feels hot while on the charger cable, disconnect it and let it cool down. I sure do hope that this tutorial has helped you understand your iPhone a bit better. If you have any questions, you can come to see us at the Computer Lab. Thanks so much for listening.